At 6:10 a.m. on Monday, August 29th, a Category 4 hurricane named Katrina reached the Louisiana coast, destroying almost everything in its path. What were the circumstances that led to this catastrophic storm? 5 days earlier, on August 24th, the temperature off the coast of the Bahamas was almost 30 degrees Celsius. Humid air was rising upward from the warm waters of the ocean. As the warm, wet air rose, it condensed and formed a system of thunderstorms. This condensation releases heat, which warms the cool air of the atmosphere, causing it to rise. As that air rises, more warm air from the ocean takes its place. This creates a cycle which continuously moves heat from the ocean to the atmosphere. The movement creates a pattern of wind that begins to move around and forms a center. Occasionally, one such rotating wheel of thunderstorms gathers strength, feeding on the combination of moisture and heat. When the winds of Tropical Depression 12 reached almost 63 kilometers an hour, Tropical Storm Katrina was born. Most extreme tropical storms happen in the open sea, where they do little harm. Some, like Katrina, arrive on the land. Katrina moved slowly, sometimes as slow as 9 kilometers per hour, but she was getting stronger and heading toward Florida. Katrina only qualified as a Category 1 hurricane when she touched the Florida coast and moved out into the Gulf of Mexico. In the Gulf, the water reached a very warm 30 degrees centigrade. These warmer waters caused Katrina to become stronger and more energized. After 3 days moving over the warm waters of the Gulf, Katrina grew to a Category 5 hurricane with winds of more than 250 kilometers an hour. Before arriving on land, Katrina was a Category 4 hurricane, but that was still extremely strong. With powerful winds and a giant wave or storm surge over 6 meters high, Katrina was still the most destructive storm to hit the area in 36 years. The danger could no longer be ignored. Once over land, the states of Louisiana and Mississippi became exposed to Katrina's destructive winds. At the same time, now that it was away from the warm waters of the Gulf, the storm began to weaken. 12 hours after reaching land, Katrina was no longer a hurricane, with top winds of just over 100 kilometers an hour. A few short hours later, the only thing left of Katrina was the widespread destruction she had left behind.